Let's see how strong your English really is with a few simple jokes. These jokes look easy at first, but each one has a deeper meaning that many learners miss.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Simple English Language. I'm glad you're here. Today we're doing something fun and interesting. We're going to learn English using jokes. Yes, jokes. Jokes are one of the best ways to understand deeper English meanings, especially when a word has more than one meaning. In this lesson, we will go through 4 jokes. For each joke, I'll explain the literal meaning, which is the surface meaning of the words, and I'll explain the hidden meaning, which is the funny or clever part. If you can understand both, your English comprehension is getting strong. So why jokes? Because jokes usually have 2 layers. The first layer is the simple meaning. The second layer is the clever twist. When you understand both layers, you're not just repeating English, you're thinking in English. And that is a big step toward fluency. All right, let's begin with our first joke. Joke 1. Here is the joke. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. Let's break it down. The literal meaning is simple. Atoms make up all matter. They are the tiny particles that build every object in the universe. So atoms make up everything in a scientific way. Now let's look at the hidden meaning. The phrase make up can also mean to lie or invent something. For example, if someone tells a story that is not true, we say, he made it up. So the joke is saying atoms cannot be trusted because they lie about everything. Of course, atoms do not lie. That's why the joke is funny. It uses one phrase with 2 different meanings. Before we move on, pause for a moment and ask yourself, what are the 2 meanings of the phrase make up? Try to say them out loud if you can. Joke 2. Let's go to the second joke. I told my wife she was drawing her eyebrows too high. She looked surprised. Let's explain the literal meaning first. The man tells his wife that her eyebrows are drawn too high on her forehead. That is the surface meaning. Now the hidden meaning. When eyebrows are raised high, a person looks surprised. So the joke is saying she literally looked surprised because of how she drew her eyebrows. This joke is a visual pun. A pun means a play on words. And here the humor comes from the double meaning of the phrase, looked surprised. In normal English conversation, looked surprised means someone had a surprised facial expression. In this joke, it also describes what the high eyebrows make her face look like. Take a moment and think about it. Why is this joke funny? What 2 meanings are being used? Now let's continue with joke number 3. Why did the scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field. Let's start with the literal meaning. A scarecrow stands outside in a farm field to scare away birds. So it is literally standing out in a field. Now the hidden meaning. The word outstanding also means excellent or very good. And the word field can also mean someone's area of work or expertise. So the joke plays with both meanings. The scarecrow is outstanding in the field because it is good at its job, and it is also literally standing outside in a field. This joke works because the phrase outstanding in his field has a double meaning. One meaning is literal, the other meaning is figurative. Pause for a moment. Can you explain both meanings to yourself? Joke 4. Let's move to our final joke. I used to play piano by ear, but now I use my hands. Let's explain the literal meaning first. It sounds like he used to play the piano using his ear, which is impossible. And now he uses his hands, which is how you actually play. Now the hidden meaning. To play by ear is an idiom. It means to play music without reading notes. You listen and then play. Many musicians can play by ear. The joke takes the idiom and turns it into a literal image, which makes it funny. He pretends that playing by ear means using your ear to press the piano keys. So this joke is also a pun. It uses the double meaning of the phrase play by ear. Ask yourself, what does play by ear normally mean? And how did the joke twist it? Lesson wrap-up. So today, we looked at 4 English jokes. Each joke had a literal meaning and a deeper meaning. When you understand both, you're not just decoding words, you're understanding the logic, the humor, and the creativity inside the English language. Here's a simple tip for learning English with jokes. When you hear a joke, ask yourself 2 questions. First, what is the literal meaning of the words? Second, is there another meaning or another way to interpret this phrase? If you can find both, you are building true comprehension. Now, I have a small challenge for you. Write a joke in the comments using a word with 2 meanings. It can be simple. It can be short. I'll choose a few and explain them in the next video. If you enjoyed this lesson, like the video, subscribe, and tap the bell so you don't miss the next one. Learning English can be simple, and I'm here to help you every step of the way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson.
Thanks for watching, and I hope the jokes made your English a little stronger today.